Hello, Ramblers. We are back and rambling again. I'm on my way to Disneyland on a Friday night for another Friday night trip. I'm meeting Elizabeth there. She's on her way coming in. She started school again, and she's currently on the road heading from the north, from LA, or from the Valley actually, to Disneyland. It takes her forever. It takes such a long time. That girl is just, she got spirit. She got spirit. There's no way, well, not no way. I commend her for driving two hours. A drive that should take an hour takes two, maybe hour 15. Anyway, she's on her way. We're gonna meet up there, and I kind of want to do something a little different for this little travel vlog. I like these vlogs that I do in the car. I like doing it here. But anyway, I kind of want to do like it's kind of a surprise for her. It's our 6-month anniversary on Monday, and I just want this to be a little love letter of sorts to Liz, because I'm not a mushy guy, really. I don't get all mushy and say sweet things all the time. I'm a nice guy, and I do nice things, and I care for her deeply, and I care for a lot of people deeply. I have a big heart, I believe, anyway. I just have a saucy personality sometimes, and it doesn't come out that way. But what I mean to say is that I'm not the flowers and candy type guy, or cards and love letters and things like that. I just try to always do the right thing and be a good guy, and that's usually my that's my focus. And I don't. Well, anyway, not enough about me. What I want to talk about is Liz. Because she's not here, and I get to talk, and then she gets to watch this later and get all gushy maybe. I love that girl. I love her a lot, and she's working on this video, you guys, where she's kind of curating all the moments that we show, because we basically fell in love on camera almost. I mean, there was stuff that happened, when the camera was off, but the only time I ever saw her was on a fresh baked, during a trip to Disneyland. That was the only time I only ever hung out with her. I only saw her. And then the first time that we saw each other away from the park was Snow White. Snow White movie night. So anyway, she's curating this thing, and she's going to put together a little montage of clips of all the little moments that we shared together, where we kind of little by little fell in love. And I just think it's the cutest thing. Liz, she is so good for me, you guys. She's so good for me, because see, here's the thing, is that she won't tell you, or maybe she will, I don't know. She'll probably admit to it if you asked her. But whenever there's something that goes kind of haywire in our relationship, and we've had moments where things haven't been perfect, she thinks she's the problem. And I laugh, because I know that I am, in a lot of ways, really messed up. There are parts of me that are missing, that a lot of average people have. It's kind of like you've heard of Asperger's, right? It's on the spectrum. It's on the what do they call that? I can't think of the name of it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, think Sheldon Cooper. I've compared myself to him a lot, but there are parts of the human experience and interpersonal relationships that I don't understand. There are a lot of things that I just don't understand. I don't think to do things. I don't think to say things sometimes that a normal person would. Well, I shouldn't say normal, because I still feel normal. It's just that most people would think or say or do. In a lot of ways, I am Sheldon Cooper in a lot of ways, and that's not an exaggeration. I happen to have a little more personality, I guess, perhaps, and that's part of my therapy with Disneyland is getting me out of that. I'm more mushy, I'm more emotional, I'm more like gooey and with people at Disneyland than I am anywhere else. As soon as I leave, I go right back to into my shell. Actually, you and us talking right now is something out of the ordinary for me. I don't talk a lot. I don't talk a lot at all. I say very little. I'm skipped to the end. Anyway, again, I did it again. I started talking about myself. I say that only because I know that I'm the problem. In most situations, whenever something goes down, between Liz and I. In a lot of ways, I am the problem. She thinks she's the problem because of the way I'm reacting to something that she did, or the way that I'm reacting to something that she said. But really, it's because I'm broken as a person in a lot of ways that she feels like it's her fault. And I get that a lot. I look angry when I'm not. I sound angry when I'm not. So she's been so patient with me. I swear, I don't know how she does it. It's like all the things that she loves all that part of me. And I'm so lucky, you guys. I'm so lucky that I can be loved the way that I am by Liz. I'm really a lucky guy. It's starting to happen now. I'm really a lucky guy because most people, besides those who are really close to me, wouldn't have the patience for my personality. I don't believe. And so, I don't know. I guess that's all. That's kind of like what I wanted to talk about a little bit. I just want to put that out there for you, Liz, if you're listening and watching. For you, that I love you a lot, and I'm so grateful that you are in my life and that you're here for me, and you've made a lot of things different and better in my life in ways that I couldn't have done on my own. Because if you leave me up to my own devices, I will stay in my room and cut video all day and not talk to people and watch Netflix or something. I don't know. And chill, but not in the way that people Netflix and chill these days. I mean, I'm gonna literally watch Netflix and do nothing. Okay. So, and I'm still that way, but with Liz, at least I can do it on my own terms. When I come out of that, she doesn't judge me for that. She doesn't say anything negative towards that part of my personality. She's good with it. I'm positive she wishes that I was more, she's very outgoing, you guys. I mean, you know Liz, right? That girl is out there. She's alive in a lot of ways, and I don't, I love you, honey. That's all I'm getting at, baby. You're so good for me, and I love it, and I want everybody to know that. I want the whole world to know that. I want everyone to know that I'm a lucky guy, and that you should all be so lucky. And I also want to say to the whole world, while we're on the topic, that I also want to say that this didn't just happen. This is real. It's real. It's a real thing that happened to the two of us, and it wasn't something that was come to lightly. We spent months flirting with each other. She even was dating a guy while we were flirting with each other, and that's a long story, but we don't want to get into that. But I stayed back. I stayed away in the sense that I didn't get in the way of that. I didn't try to break them up or anything, but I try to put it out there that whenever you're ready, I'll be here. And that was it was funny. That was one of the things that we talked about when we first started going out, was that she thanked me for being patient with her and for waiting for her to go through whatever that was that she was going through. And I said I wasn't worried. It wasn't a matter of being patient for me. It was being patient, but I wasn't worried. I knew that in the end that we were going to end up together, and that oh jeez, hold on. But it took a while. It took a while for us to get to that point and to finally be okay with it, because there's a lot of reasons why we shouldn't have been together, and that I used those to keep myself away for a while, to not give her the full court press, as it were, because she was a friend of the show. I'm older than she is. She had she was interested in another guy. These were all reasons that I thought it was never going to happen for us. Oh, I live with my baby mama. Okay, that's a thing. Who wants to date a guy who lives with his baby's mama? All right. But she, and it's funny because Candy actually left at a point right when Liz and I were starting to start dating. Candy was out of the house for a while, where she had moved to another place for a little while, and that kind of allowed that was that little. it was that little bubble that we got to figure out, how we feel about each other and not have to worry about that third party thing happening. Candy's not back in the house again, and we're all getting along great. We all love each other. I love Candy. I love Liz. And Candy loves Liz, and Liz loves Candy. I'm pretty sure Liz loves me. Baby, if you want to double check on that for me, please, I'd appreciate it. Maybe leave a comment saying I love you, Big Daddy, or something like that. Just, I don't know why, but I felt like I wanted to put that out there that this was not a whirlwind romance. It took months. We actually, next week Liz and I will have known each other for a year. Is it next? It's whenever the Halloween, what do you call it? The Nightmare Before Christmas overlay kicks in. The Nightmare. I cannot speak. When Jack Skellington comes and takes over the Haunted Mansion, okay? The first day that was open was the first day last year. Was the first day that Liz and I met, and then we kind of saw each other a bunch of times at the park after that. So it's been a year since we've met. And it was a 6-month courtship up until, because it's our 6-month anniversary this weekend. So it's funny. Is that right? It's exactly 6 months on both. 6 months courtship and then not exactly, 1 week off. 6 months courtship, 6 months of dating. Well, I said a lot. I'm almost at Disneyland, so I'm going to wrap it up here because this has just been one long ramble, but I think it was worth doing because it was for you, baby. I love you, Liz. And I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to see you tonight and spend a couple hours with you at Disneyland and have some magical fun. Bye, guys. See you next time.